Hello and welcome. My name is Cassandra, aka the Prosperous Heart, owner of www.prosperousheart.com. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the dangerously persuasive copywriting, week one, day 4 of a 5-day boot camp. Now, I'm going to give you a warning on this. If you have not been following along, this is something really important. With proper copywriting, inside the mind of every person you're trying to persuade or influence in their buying decision, this is a very dangerous and profitable place to be. If you don't know what you're doing, you could be turning people away, turning people off, and causing feelings and emotions to occur that you did not intend to do. So, what we're going to cover today. We're going to cover briefly, because I have covered this in every day so far of our boot camp, what is dangerously persuasive copywriting, why you can trust this information, and the new part is 3 more dangerously persuasive mind hacks and next steps. But first, as always, like I said, and I've said before, when people understand the basic human needs, people have the ability to inspire people to do some crazy things. When you can fulfill those desires, those human needs, people will do anything to get them fulfilled. So I want to make sure that we all say a promise here before we get started that, raise your right hand or whatever, I solemnly swear to use this information only for the good of mankind. I will not take advantage of nor manipulate in a harmful or hurtful way, for I am a source for good on this planet. So thank you so much for going through, and we will go ahead and go on to what is dangerously persuasive copywriting. It's basically your ability to get into someone's head, get past their barriers, break through those walls that we put up throughout our life, because people always say that salespeople are these negative things, and they've put that programming in your head, when in reality, sales only occur with the transfer of emotions. When you have a business product or service, you have a brand, it's never about you. It's never about what you can do. It's about them. It's about their thoughts, their needs. It's about how you can impact them. Why does your feature matter to your prospect? So it's not when people are able to resolve someone's problem, that is when they are paid for that product or service. The value of that product or service is based on the exchange and the feeling that that person gets from finally receiving and getting what it is that they need. So why should you trust this information? This information that I'm sharing here with you today was provided by a very highly successful copywriter, and that's him there in that picture with me. I was at a marketing training event, and he was there, and he has been the work that he's doing and has done is incredible, and his heart is pure gold. So what I'm sharing with you today, it has helped countless people improve their marketing and create sales conversions. Now, the training that I got this from was a webinar, and over 3,000 people were registered for this training. Brian was initially mentored by a gentleman named Mike Dillard. If you're not sure who he is, go look him up. He is like one of the fathers of direct sales marketing. But Brian now spends over tens of thousands of dollars on courses and trainings on this very subject every single year. There are tons of books and seminars and trainings that you can get, but he took his time, and his very well-paid time, I think the last number I heard was $1,000 per hour, sat down on a very long and very fruitful webinar and share the information that I have shared this week and will share today. So I have heard this from his mouth. I've heard this from people that are closest to him. He truly has it on his heart to help people make as much money as possible doing it, because when the rising tide is moving up, all boats rise with it. And so there's plenty of room at the top. There's no reason in this day and age why you can't make a difference, why you can't create change in your life. You have the ability to make that change. There's no reason that you have to not make the decision to move forward in your life today. So, dangerously persuasive mind hack number 5, because I went through 4 yesterday, is buy now. Sprinkle this phrase, buy now, throughout your entire presentation. So buy now, B-U-Y, buy now, is natural, and your prospect is used to hearing it. So there's not a wall that they automatically were listening for that buy now, because they've already heard the B-Y now throughout what you have been sharing. So what's interesting is that the mind doesn't catch this. There has been research done for many years on how these things work, how these sales tactics and copywriting techniques are able to influence people and help get past those barriers. And a recent study showed that this phrase sprinkle of buy now was needed about 16 times to be heard for it to be a smooth process and for them to be open to hearing what you have to share and to help resolve some of their needs and desires. So example here is buy now, you may be starting to feel a little excited. By now, you are probably starting to salivate at the idea of getting 30 leads per day for your business with Facebook. Now, starting to salivate is in italics, it's italicized. And what they found, they've actually done studies where when people see this, they start to salivate. So that programming, right? Your brain sees it, and so it thinks it, and so it starts to do things inside of your body to make that happen. So these are commands that you're telling the subconscious to do. And 30 leads per day for your business, that's what people are looking for, because more leads are the lifeblood of any business. By now, you have already made the decision to buy now. You know, you've already made that, so they've heard it multiple times. And again, buy now is bold, so it's a command. Dangerously persuasive mind hack number 6, get them to say yes. All great speakers can get their audience to say yes throughout the entire presentation, throughout whatever the case may be, webinar, anything. They get them to say yes continually. And the highest paid marketers are able to do this because that's why they're the highest paid. They get people to say yes, and so they're more open to saying yes to the buying decision. It unconsciously gets people ready to buy. It gets them to, when you get them to nod their head, that's part of it. You know, so PowerPoint presentations. If you haven't noticed this entire week, I've ensured that my Facebook my PowerPoint presentation is moving in an up and downward fashion. Watch for the next one. See? Dangerously persuasive mind hack number 7, mind hooks, brain stimuli, and imagine your imagination. All right, so you want to get people to imagine what life could be like when they have your product or service in their life. What emotions could it instill? What could they be feeling? You want to engage their right brain, the imagine side, the pictures and metaphors side. You want to get them into that creative state and out of their head, because we are logical creatures. We are constantly thinking of ways to, get better and how to have, what it is that you need, get your desire, wants, needs, and desires fulfilled. And the best way to do that is to actually picture it, to imagine it. That's why meditation is so important, right? So you want to get them into a creative state and out of their logical head. So examples. As you analyze every word on this letter, think of all the amazing wonders this product could bring to your life. So think of all the amazing wonders as the command. And it's getting them to think about imagery. Could it look like? How could they feel? The further and further you get in this video, you will be astonished as your problem starts to magically melt away like ice cream on a blazing hot summer day. So you will be astonished is the feeling that you're telling them, you're giving the command to feel as they feel their problems start to melt away. So having a feeling of melting in your body, of that stress just dripping off, is so relaxing and so relieving. So you're getting them to have that feeling of possibly pleasure, but definitely feeling stress-free and astonished as they start to go away as they go through this video. So you're putting them in that state. So just imagine for a moment what it would be like to ... right? So, as I said before, be a force of good with this knowledge. Yes, build your business and grow, but remember, come from a place of service, from your heart, because people don't do business with anybody unless they know them, like them, and trust them. And if all you're out there for is making money, people feel that. It's a vibrational energy that you're putting off. So get your heart right first, and then use this to be a power, a force of good in this world and in where it is you want to be a power inside. So next steps, if you haven't already, join my free 5-day marketing bootcamp group. I am still figuring out exactly the schedule in there, but there's a couple ways to do it. When you send 5D MBC to my Facebook page, you will be put onto my Facebook Messenger bot list, where you will get updates as to when there is a challenge going on and what the challenge is about. Option number 2 is if it's available, click the link above or below this video and it will take you to the same place. So, second step after that, once you have subscribed and have gotten into the group, participate. Participate in your success and start working on these mini daily challenges. Every day that I put a challenge in there, I also have a next step every day I put the training in there, I put a little mini challenge to help you create that success one step at a time, because sometimes you get the information, but you just don't know how to actually implement it. And so that's what those challenges are there to do, to help you create forward progress in whatever it is that you are trying to grow. Now, when you complete all 5 challenges for that week and show proof, you will receive private access to an invitation-only webinar and get your questions answered, where we'll dive deeper into marketing, whether it's the current week's subject or anything that you guys have questions about. So be sure to complete that. That is just a little extra push to help ensure that you get those results that you're looking for. And throughout everything you do, test, test, test. It is so important to test. For marketing, for everything in life, it's important to test to find what works best. And then finally, just have fun, okay? So, what we've covered today, we briefly went over what is dangerously persuasive copywriting, why you can trust this information, 3 more dangerously persuasive mind hacks, and the next steps. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Cassandra, aka The Prosperous Heart, owner of www.prosperousheart.com. I'm so looking forward to seeing you in the group. Can't wait to see your progress and hear all the benefits that you've been able to receive and the great change you've been able to make inside of your circle. So again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day, and I will see you on the inside.